So I've probably done a couple controversial videos over the course of this year so far, and well, we're gonna have another one today. Tier lists are a very popular trend that has happened over the last, I think, probably 2 or 3 years, ranking things from like your favorite foods, your favorite TV shows, and maybe your even favorite video games. Today we're gonna be ranking MLB The Show games from, I believe, 2009 to all the way to the brand new one of 2022. This was like the biggest amount of games that I could rank, and plus I think when I started playing MLB The Show was around 2009 was like my first one I played, so it's basically like the perfect amount of MLB The Shows that I could play, and I can actually kind of do a ranking on. Some I played more than others, some I barely touched, some I played the absolute living hell out of. This was streamed live on Twitch, so the quality may be a little bit different, but also if you want to go ahead and check me out on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/VoidReaperHD. It'll be down in the description down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the tier list. Now this is the point of the video where I need to tell you guys that if you use code VOIDHD at checkout at w.gd, you can save 10% on your order on all W products. Please and thank you. Like the video, subscribe for more. Jesus
Christ.
So I think what I'm going to do with MLB 09 is I'm going to put it at B. I played it a little bit. I didn't hate it when I played it. And yeah, it's kind of one of those, like, I'm going to put it in the middle. I didn't really play it much. I didn't play it a lot. But hopefully it's there. Dan says C. Well, my list, Dan. Shut up. My list. I'm going to be brutally honest as well with this list. All the way until MLB The Show 15, they're all kind of like the same. Is that fair? They're all kind of like on the same level. There's some that sucked, okay? Like, we'll get to a couple that weren't as good as we get going here. But, I mean, there were some that were not as good. So, MLB 10... This is more of the high B scenario. I'll put it above 9. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. 10 was solid. It was a high. It's a mid B. It's higher than 09, mid B. Just it's pretty good game. Okay, legit answer is A. The reason why it's A is because I played this game to the absolute core that it was. The game was a lot of fun. It was hard. Like, I mean, it was, let me tell you this game was hard, okay? On any difficulty, it was hard. But what was fun about it is the franchise was fun to play. Road to the Show was, or the, whatever it was. I don't remember if there was Road to, whatever it was. Whatever I did, all the times the franchise expedition mode was fun. Like I said, any difficulty. Yeah, 2K, this is kind of where 2K kind of took off, and then MLB The Show started to catch back up and 2K lost. So, but yeah, MLB 11, fantastic. I loved MLB 11. Like I said, I played it to the absolute core. There were times where I would play MLB 11 over the new MLB The Shows, and it was so much fun. MLB The Show, MLB 12 The Show, technically, it's another B. It's like, it's kind of a copy-paste game. It was okay. I mean, it was an okay game. I thought it was a solid game for the most part, but when it came to most of the gameplay, I didn't really like it compared to 11. So, yeah, that's why it's there. 14 took a step above all these games. It's right with 10, in my opinion. Borderline A tier. Okay, borderline A tier. I'm going to put it at B, though, because there are games that I have on this list that I've enjoyed more than 14, but it's right there with everything else. MLB The Show 15, I have to put it at A. So 15, A, 100%. This is where Diamond Dynasty took place. It was pretty bare bones, but it started where we are today with the legacy of Diamond Dynasty that we have now. All the game modes have expanded into just a national freaking thing that everybody does. 15 is a solid A, and it played really well, and it looked amazing. When it came out, it was amazing, because I think... And don't tell me to shut up. Wasn't this the first show on PS4? Wasn't this the first one on PS4? I forget if it was. Or the second one, I mean. The second one. I know 15 was the start, and plus the intro was sick in 15. I remember that with Yasiel Puig and the lights. That was sick. Yeah. Yes, first. Okay, yeah, I just figured. Yeah, this is the first Diamond Dynasty. It was the Diamond Dynasty, I'd give it like a B. It started stuff. We don't need a cat fight. Oh, of course we don't. All right, but yeah, 15, solid A. Good game. start the foundation. 16. I don't even need to talk about it. This is probably the best MLB The Show, hands down. The reason being is because the intro was amazing. 2, the Diamond Dynasty took off. Yes, some of the stuff was confusing, but if you look back at 16, we're begging for cards that were in 16 in 22 today. 16 had Alex Rodriguez's 3 diamond cards. You had Mike Trout. You had you had 99 overall live series. Yes, it was still kind of that like bare bones feeling, but as it went going, they dropped really good content, and plus now, 16 is looked at as a goated game overall. Played really well as 2. Like, doesn't matter. 16, I know me and Dan were talking about this the other day. 16 was a game that literally anybody could pick up a controller and play it and do well, but it would be balanced at the same time. This is where MLB The Show needs to go back to for next year, is make a game like this again that played this way. Never played a show that has played any better than this game. All right, moving forward. MLB The Show 17, I have to put it at S, but it's not as good as 16. 17 is an S tier game. I can't put it over 16 in my opinion, but I do know that 17 added a couple more new things to the gameplay engine. I know that they added the ball physics where there would be top spin, all this stuff. I think, yeah, that was 17. I think that was 17. Or where was that? 18? I don't remember. One of the next 2 games added it, but the gameplay was nice. Diamond Dynasty was amazing, adding all the postseason stuff. This is the first year that Finest came out for Diamond Dynasty. Battle Royale took off as well. I mean, Battle Royale took off in 16. Battle Royale took off in 17, made it better, added to it. Content was really good, and also, again, the live series were 99 overall juice cards, and it was a big deal when you could use them. There was a point in life, I mean, with the show community, where you could use live series till the end of time on games. Maybe we'll see what happens. We'll have to see on that one. 18, yeah, this is the worst MLB The Show game ever. That's the best thing I could say right there. MLB The Show 18 is the worst MLB The Show created, hands down. 18 is an F. Yeah, if we could delete 18, we would delete it. I'd wish it didn't exist, but 18 is a D tier, is the worst game ever. I think it's the only game that deserves to be down here as well. So why is it a D here? The freaking separate category. This is below D. The reason why I didn't like this game at all was mainly because of how it played, how slow everything was, and how it was like you would basically be playing on home run derby mode every single day, no matter what the difficulty was. Everything was so freaking slow. Like 100 mile an hour felt like 93, maybe. Like, to give a current example, it felt like 93 maybe. It was so freaking slow. Power just took off in the game. Like, power became the only stat people really cared about when it came to gameplay. It was tough, okay? It was a tough game. So that sucked, okay? So horrible gameplay. Ball physics obviously were very weird, and to top it all off, the content was awful because this was the year of Immortals, okay? Immortals is the worst thing to ever be added to MLB The Show, and you cannot change my mind. You have to start with all the like low tier stuff, then you got to work up to that, work up to that, work up to that, work up to that, work up to that. I think it was like 7 programs you had to do in order for you to actually be able to grind the one specific immortal you were going to grind, and then you got to do that all over again. Exchanges with the stupid bobbleheads, jerseys, all that stuff. That was horrible. You had to do those all the time, and the missions on top of the gameplay missions, they were so ridiculous. Like, it was just awful. There wasn't any moments or anything you could really do to like help the case, so it was just like gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. And plus, if you were trying to do a starting pitcher, good luck, because you had the roulette wheel still, so you had to just guess, hopefully getting the card that you want. Well, let's move on to 19. 19, I'm gonna put at A, and the reason why I'm gonna put 19 at A is because we as a community just ripped into SDS about how they wanted to fix the gameplay. I think this is when they didn't. No, I'm stupid. I don't remember when When was Outlier created, Dan? I don't remember when Outlier was created. I thought it was created in 19, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think it was like 21 or 21, 20. I don't remember what it was. But 19 took a step up. They fixed the pitch speeds. They made the gameplay harder. And also 21, okay. They made everything so much better with the game. The only thing that everybody doesn't like about the game was the inconsistent lineouts. It was like MLB the lineout 19 or whatever for the longest time, which I mean, yeah, it sucks, but it's okay. The content was so freaking good. One thing that they got to bring back from this game is specifically is the XP reward path. I will vouch for that till the day I die. That was the best thing that MLB The Show ever added, and they need to bring it back ASAP. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to come back. There's no excuse why it's not in the game now. They need to bring it back. Course were made in 21. Okay. So yeah, they need to bring back XP reward path instantly. Programs were amazing. Rewards were amazing. I mean, content from day one was amazing because I had content from day one in my bullpen from the start of the year to the end of the year, which was Goose, and it was tremendous. Moments Extreme as well. Those came out. I think the rewards were Jim Edmonds, Andrew Miller, and I think Goose. I think 99 Goose was the rewards as well. That game, I played it to hell and back. It was amazing. Finest content was amazing as well. Okay, since Javi Baez was on the cover, I'm going to put it at A. The one thing that was fun about MLB 20 was the customization that is in the game now. Introduced perfect perfects. Everything else was truly amazing. Kind of played like 19, but a little bit better than 19. Content was a little rough. So yeah, when 20 came out, I was excited because of obviously Javi Baez was the cover athlete. Excited about that. Then the customization, like I said, and the content took a step back because of everything with COVID. Nobody knew what was going on, and also we couldn't do anything when it came to like new content. So it was basically like you're playing. It was kind of like Black Ops 4, where you're playing a new game, but you're playing with the old game cards basically until the actual season started. And I mean, of course, you know, there's guys out there that everybody loves, you know, wants back in MLB The Show, like, you know, that finest Juan Soto, the Manny Machado. Nobody wants the Corey Kluber, I can tell you that much. That card was awful to deal with, and you could get it on day one. That's basically it. I'm sure I'm missing a couple things, but I mean, I thought it was awesome. I mean, it sucked at first, but towards the end of the year, it got so much better. So it was a lot of fun towards the end of the year. But beginning of the year, it sucked. I will say that. Because it was like I'm playing the same games again. So I just kind of played 19 a little bit more again. But then 20 took off with content. And it was a lot of fun. I don't know where to put 21. I mean, 21's got to be a B. I know that. I got to put 21 at a B. I'm not putting it at a C. But I'm going to put 20. I'm going to put 21 as like a high B. A high B. I'm going to put it over 14. That's kind of my list. Agreed, a high B. Yeah, I'm going to put it at a high B. I mean, content was amazing. I mean, obviously, you know, it was a good game. Customization, they added more to it. You know, crossplay was introduced. That was a big thing as well. Outlier was introduced. So, I mean, kind of ruined our life. Pinpoint, thank God Pinpoint got introduced to the game. Thank God, because I missed the old school, like, 2K MLB The Shows where you did like the whole design to pitch. Plus, I mean, they need to make some adjustments with it for sure, but I liked that type of pitching. I don't really know what else to say about it. I didn't play much of it. I mean, Dan could vouch for it 100% more than I could, but 21 was okay. It was a solid game. 22, we're putting it at C. This game sucks. Okay, it's not as bad as 18, but I mean, this game's not great. The only reason why this game... Did you just say disagree? Okay, here, I'll explain myself. This game is either at a solid... It's at a high C or a low B. Like, I'd probably put it, like, right there on a B. I'm putting it at a C, though. And the reason why I'm putting it at a C is because of how stupid the gameplay is. This game has given me a bunch of things where I've been like, how does this game make sense? I have been frustrated to out of the world with this game. And I love playing it with the show. I love it so much. I love making content on the game. But the only reason why I'm playing this game is for content and having fun with my viewers and everything else. But when it comes to the way the game plays, it's not a very great game. It's super, super sweaty. Content makes it a low B. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Content, if we're going based off content, I would put it here. But also, putting it together would make it a low B. But I'm sticking with a C for now. When 23 comes out and I come back and play 22, I might put it at a B, but right now I'm putting it at a C. Content has been great. I feel like from like, I don't know, like August till now has been fantastic. I mean, you know, this game introduced back the 299 overall cards, which is nice. They've also introduced, you know, we had the whole bad Mickey Mantle card, bad Ken Griffey Jr. card. Then they redeemed themselves with both of those cards, which is nice. We'll take that. Like this game like was a big giant joke, and I mean the hitting engine needs worked on. The pitching needs a little bit of help. That's all I'm gonna say. So gameplay wise, the crucial aspects of gameplay wise, they need to fix it. Goats, solid, good, and okay, and just downright awful.
You hurt me.